Hi everyone, welcome back to the Rustic Dreamland. Don't worry, we do actually have power. It's just that we just started the game and haven't unpaused. You see some weird stuff when you do that in this game. It's been a few days since we were here, so I don't really remember everything that was going on, so we'll kind of do a quick review. But first I wanted to say that I'm sorry to anyone who had any audio issues with the first two videos. I changed some settings last minute before starting those two videos, and it did not turn out well for some things like TVs and stuff. If you're having issues and you want to try it again, definitely try a headset. I've been told that it worked much better with a headset. So, we were doing some insulation because temperatures are real. We wanted to leave ourselves access to some beautiful iron and all this great insulating igneous rock. So that's kind of what's happening over here, getting a CO2 trap set up so that when we're done kind of doing the easy mining, we have a way to get in and out of that biome. We have our slime and polluted dirt storage. How's our germs? I know we had some issues there. Okay, so we still have a stitch of a germ issue, but we're down below 1,000 germs. And I don't see any... Oh, there's a polluted oxygen. So for the most part, germs are looking pretty good. That didn't end up being a super problem. Coming down over here, we found that ice biome with, oh yes, the gold volcano. Super excited about this. Not gonna have to rush to power, not gonna have to brute force refine our raw metals. This is gonna be a great boon to us. But I don't think we want to actually dig through this. If we dig through this and it immediately starts erupting, it's got nowhere to go, and our people have to walk through it. So I think we're gonna go down this way, mine all this out, and then we'll open it up so that it has to flow out here and get cooled off by our nice cold biome. And then we also have this guy over here we can use. If things get too spicy, we can chill things back down. We have our secret volcanoes. We don't know what they are yet. I am concerned about hypothermia. If people are walking through this stuff with wet shoes and stuff, that is going to present a problem. So I think we definitely need to mop, go up here. I think we're going to put a block to stop them right here so that they have to go up and avoid the water that's down here, because we're going to be pumping more water through that area, so I don't want to mop that up right now. But up here, we're not going to have any more water, so we want to mop that up too, just so less soggy feet, less opportunities for hypothermia over here. Cycle 18, we only have 6 dupes. Better go back and watch episode 2 and figure out what was going on if I was not taking dupes for 2-3 cycles at a time. Denying them? I don't really remember doing that. And we were just trying to drain all this polluted water into one easily collectible area, so that's something we'll continue to do. We'll probably drill that one straight down. Maybe try to get that one involved too. Just for later when we start running out of water, it's really nice to have one big, huge area of water rather than trying to collect them all when you've already got stuff built everywhere. Pardon the muting. I'm not coughing as much, but I still have some phlegm, so I have to clear that out every so often. So yeah, we got some stuff going on. I'm excited. This seems like a fun colony, a good random colony to have generated for videos, I'd say. Not too much liquid. Okay. I don't think it will start erupting based on what we have there. Ooh, research is done. Unrefrigerated food, we need to deal with that. So we don't need brute force mining anymore. We can get these awesome metals without that. We've got the power we need to generate oxygen. We've got the control so we don't burn all of our fuel for power. Probably will want some filtration. Definitely will want the radiant gas pipe. So let's go with filtration, then radiant gas pipe, and then I think we're at a point where we can set up an oxygen room if we feel like it. I'm gonna have to dig just a couple more tiles in to figure this guy out. Oh, all this is on 5. That's why they're not doing anything with it. Pop that up to 6. Oh, shoot. We did let too much out. So that's going to pose a little bit of a problem. Or maybe not. Just that gold comes out 700 degrees Celsius, 2600 degrees Celsius. That will hurt some delicate little duplicants, so got to figure that out. You know, we do have some of those non-breathable gases around here. I don't, it's whatever. We'll figure it out. It's not that much chlorine. What I really want is some carbon dioxide to kind of chill out in this area, so when we break this tile, it just falls down to where we want it. That would be nice. Hey, printing pod. Ooh, coal. We have tons of coal, and I know how to regulate it well. Dirt? You can make more dirt in this game, but it's very hot and will not grow things that want to be in dirt. So dirt is a little desirable, but we still just need manpower here, so... Irritable bowel, that's nearly nothing. Gourmet is slightly annoying because they get less value out of their food. Early bird. Always love early birds. I already have somebody with +3 cooking. I don't love this fella. Got a mouth breather. Takes up more oxygen. That's not a huge thing either. And gourmet as well, so... I guess we'll take our jack of all trades early bird so we can put him on a different schedule. That's a much bigger thing for me than having slightly higher stats on a couple things. So he goes down to early bird. Oh, sorry. Thought I had that on mute. So yeah, we really are just concerned about hypothermia in here. If they're wet, they're going to be predisposed to it. If we keep them dry, they should be fine. And then they go stand right in water. So that's nice. Once they start getting this going, that'll be better. And eventually, like, this volcano will heat up all this other stuff. Carbon dioxide geyser. Something I've never thought I've ever needed is more carbon dioxide. Most power plants put out carbon dioxide, so it's just never ending. Like, there's always more carbon dioxide in this game than I know what to do with. So we'll just lock that one away. Wah wah. I was really hoping it was like a slush geyser or something that would create more water for us, because having something like that really helps with longevity in this game. We haven't really gone anywhere new outwards yet, so I don't think we have any other geysers or anything that we're really going to see. No, nothing terribly exciting. So they have to run to the other side of the base, get igneous rock, come back. Yeah, it's long commute is real. Oh, research is complete. Cool. I said I wanted those radiant gas pipes so that we can cool whatever oxygen we're creating. But we also have to have wheezeworts to actually cool it, and we have not encountered a ton of those. We have 2. I like 4, maybe 5 to get oxygen down to like 10, 15 degrees Celsius. It's like probably not pleasant, but in the grand scheme of heat exchange, it doesn't hurt them that bad. They won't mind it. But when you want to start growing things that want to be like 20, 25 degrees Celsius, having that cold air coming in will really help your base. The hatches are laying eggs. Our hatch farm will be great once we decide to build that. I think we'll probably build that over here in a hot biome. The hatches don't care. Our people care a little bit, but it's not like you spend an infinite amount. Ooh, look at all that algae. You don't spend an infinite amount of time in the hatch ranch, so they won't get scalded or anything. You have to really have 2,000 degree metals to get scalded. 70 degrees Celsius in this game does not bother them that much. So this gold is going to fall right in here and kind of just chill on this tungstenite. I think that'll work well. I don't know. We really don't have to dig out the rest of this. I just kind of did it so that I could get access to that and whatnot. But I really don't. I don't need to. So, sorry. Wrong button. I'm just going to cancel. Let's cancel this stuff right here. Let them dig their little bridge over. That'll be fine. They're having some issues getting oxygen, but they should be able to just run over here to get their oxygen. I really don't know what's going to happen with this, if it's going to spew out molten gold right on our people or not. So we'll dig out this side of it. We definitely want to insulate to protect this biome as much as possible. So we'll do that. So we do want to use our cold biome for cold things. Even though it's a little one, we don't want to just tank the whole thing right away. They will. Well, I don't know. Before Quality of Life Mark 1, they definitely would seal their heads into tiles in that scenario. We'll do a little test here. We'll just let that happen and see if it's going to be a huge problem. Luckily, no wolframite in our blueprint area, so that's good. No point in digging this stuff. Wolframite, we can't get through it, so we'll build this, yeah, in a sedimentary rock so they can just grab it out of that other biome. And tell them to come on up here and figure out what my other volcano is. Come on, water. Come on, water. And wolframite. Uh-oh. Suffocating. That's never a good thing. So who is suffocating? Yeah, he has trapped himself. So we'll cancel this blueprint. Tell him to dig it. He's not digging it. Yikes. 8, please dig it. Somebody dig it. Come on, somebody save this little fella. Why is no one digging it? No, do not build that. He will die. He's gonna die. Oh my gosh. I've not had somebody die this early in the game in so long. Well, that was super disappointing. Who were you? What was your job here? Our builder? Okay, well, if somebody has to die, builders are a dime a dozen. Everyone can do it. So, in memorial to the fallen. We cannot make a memorial to the fallen. Yikes. Sorry, fella. We'll come back for you. Ah, man. I'm mourning this fella. Like, there's no need for him to die. Was he not... Like, could he not dig? Like, I'm so confused about why he didn't save himself. His traits show that he can dig. Like, he was... he was even super interested in having a job as a digger. He just didn't dig. Poor guy. Oh my. In previous videos, I have mentioned that these sleet wheats, these are the stuff. This is how you're gonna get to space and back. You've got to have them. I always set them to auto harvest, priority 7, so that when they're ready, people come by and harvest it, so they grow faster. Actually growing them is miserable. They have to be below 5 degrees Celsius, which is really rough because if you're bringing in dirt that's 30 degrees Celsius, that's way hotter than 5 degrees Celsius. If you're pumping in water that's 30 degrees Celsius, that's way hotter than 5 degrees Celsius. And of course, water freezes very near to 5 degrees Celsius. So putting them in an irrigated tile is just a lot of trouble. I can't recall ever really successfully having an amazing farm for that going. I've tried it a few times. I was able to grow a little bit of it, and then it just quickly stifled. As far as oxygen goes, plenty of general oxygen. Of course, half of it is full of slime lung, but there is breathable areas of non-slime lung. Once they're done there, we can have them come straight up there. Poor fella. Let's have all these water efforts blueprinted out, ready to go. Getting some stress. Let's check in here on ooh. This is not something I'm familiar with. So it tells you what they're actually doing. That's always been something I've wondered about. It shows you, ooh, wow, storing slime in 9. That's probably a little bit excessive. Well, it says 8. Drop it down to 7. Yeah, I've not seen this before. So it just shows all the things she could do from top to bottom. Neat. One more. I don't really know what that means. So right now she is generating power. Now she wants to build insulated tiles. That's cool. Anyway, we came here for stress. What is stressing her out? So she says her stress is 19%, but it shows it at 32% up here. Oh, we're on May now. So Lindsay, 32% stress. Mourning the friend, that's a lot of stress. Morale is reducing it, minus 5% stress. So really it's the death in the colony is causing our stress, which is really reasonable in my opinion. Somebody dies on a space station, I'd be sad that that happened too. I am sad. So what's the deal here? Unreachable. So to fix unreachable, we probably just need to go up one ladder spot. No research. Okay, so we've taken care of the basic research stuff. We should probably find a way to memorialize this fellow. Probably under sanitation? Oh, maybe I was looking around the spot. Maybe it's under sanitation. Medicine. Yes, there you go. So a tasteful memorial. put it up here. Surround him with some flowers. We'll do some research to make his memorial beautiful. Oxygen in the base is great. CO2 in the base is looking fine. Just a little bit there, and then right here where we want that, except it's a bit of a trip to find some oxygen. It's potentially going to be a problem for us in the long run. We might do something like put an algae terrarium in a door so that they have a little spot where they can get some oxygen. Alright, fully dug out. Now they're going to start making some gold. We also need to build that and get that fella out of there so he's not interred in a tile. I'm aware. Oh, new printables. New friend will help. Oxalite's nice. Just more oxygen, but we're fine on oxygen. A yokel. Can't research. That's fine. We're done with researching anyway. But we don't really need kindness or ranching. Irritable bowel, but can hold his breath, but can't really do anything. And an early bird who ranches. Okay, so not anything terribly exciting from these folks. But we did just lose an early bird, so we'll take a new early bird. And we'll go find some jobs for folks. So, we don't have an architect anymore. I guess this fella should be a farmer since he'd really love to be a rancher. So, we'll make him a farmer. So when you're switching people around a lot, it can be really hard to figure out who's trained for what. So we do have a miner. This little symbol right here with a 1 means one person has mastered this job. 2 people have mastered this job. Ooh, and these people have mastered their jobs. Okay, so we can give these guys new jobs. So he's been a gopher. He's been a research assistant. I don't want to knock him up to courier. I can't handle 8 morale. I don't want him to be a scientist. Too much morale. We could probably go... I like to have everybody trained in Gopher, Courier, and Groundskeeper because I think they all give boosts to strength. So they can just all carry stuff. It really helps out later in the game. Okay. With that tile, the gold won't flow this way, which is good. We want it to flow that way. Getting our... Oh, I don't want that memorial built out of sandstone. We want it to be a nice memorial. So we're going to build it out of granite. And then we're going to tell them that, once again, it is very important to build that up. Oh, no. That little shine nymph, silly little fella. You should be in the base. Wow, 4 shine nymphs? They don't live very long, so... You can feel like you have infinity shine nymphs. Yep, that one's about to die. You can feel like you have infinity shine nymphs, and then all of a sudden you're just like, now I have 1. So, hopefully they keep laying eggs. We really do need to get a critter feeder and put some phosphorite in it to keep them happy enough to reproduce. Better cancel that tile so we can get him back out. Oh, it tells you why they die now. That is something that Cryptic Fox is always wishing. Like, I don't remember why that guy died, but I wish I could remember. So we'll see if it sticks around after he's been interred. Thinking of things I want to auto-harvest. Always these things, too. Because you can't make carpeted tiles. You can't make picture frames without them. And the sooner you harvest it, the sooner it'll start growing again. That's kind of problematic. They're gonna have to go through potentially really hot stuff to get over here. Should have thought that out a little better. We can't actually dig through this abyssalite, but when we can, we'll probably make a trench over here and seal this off with a door or something. There we go. There's our first gold. It's coming out liquid and it's immediately getting No. Why would you hang out there? That is not a good idea. Jiminy Christmas. That is a hot, hot, spicy spot. So, right, it almost immediately, it comes out at 2,000, but it almost immediately drops below 1,000. But still, not something you want to be chilling out next to. And these insulated tiles are keeping the heat where we want it. Eventually, this will overheat and it won't solidify right away. It'll start dropping down into the colder areas and it will solidify. So, that'll all work out well. Okay. I'm going to set this to priority 8. And I don't know, do we have to sweep his body? That's awkward, but we will sweep his body. Little sleet wheat grain. Make sure that that can be stored. Brr. Oh no, our food is going bad now. A rotten mushroom. Okay. I don't know if rot off gases, but just in case, store my rot. Okay, we have to do something now. For the time being, we are going to go to food. We're going to build a few ration boxes over here. They're not going to be long-term ration boxes, just the short term. Copy that setting. Probably have to tell them to do it because I can tell them to do everything. Nothing ever gets done. Research. Okay. Where do we want to go next? I'm not making canvases, copper, or carpeted tiles, or jukebox. Like, I'm not making any of this stuff. Oh, they moved the plastic ladder. Okay. And the comfy bed. Well, maybe they didn't move the comfy bed. Neato. Probably do want exosuits sooner rather than later, so I'll go ahead and redo that, because, like, I'm probably getting oxygen so that I can make exosuits. Like I said, we have plenty of algae. We've got 7 tons. Like, we don't need oxygen for this base right now, but we probably do want exosuits so people aren't dying in strange corners they're standing in. That's sad. Build that last tile there before the volcano erupts again. Cross your fingers. And then if you really want people to actually harvest your sleet wheat, you have to, you know, help them get to it. So I'm going to start digging out these sleet wheats. Might sneeze here, folks. Dig out these guys. Now, if you don't pick these up quick enough... Oh my gosh, they're trying to breathe air in there again. If you don't pick these up soon enough, I think they replant themselves, which is kind of awkward. So, oh my gosh, they dropped him right there. So that is something you want to think about if you're just telling them to dig. They need to put them somewhere. So, guess we'll just build that right there, and we'll just put them there until we're ready for them. Also, they won't be able to reach over here, so a couple ladders. They will be able to get around these. Oh, look at that. There's some more. How exciting. Oh, I already knew about this. Okay, got those built. Copy these settings. Oh man, there's a lot more than just CO2 down there, but chlorine will preserve things. Hydrogen's a little awkward. I don't know what food will do when it is down there with hydrogen. I don't have any oxygen really over here, so our playing around in this biome is probably over for now. I really want to know what that is though, but the only way to get there is they're doing all that and there's just no oxygen. Not sure how he got sopping wet from building a tile. There was water there, but it seems like it was destroyed, unless his clothes absorbed it all. Okay. Alright, we should probably do something interesting. I had volcano fever, couldn't focus on anything but volcanoes. What should we do? Well, there's a base over here. guess we can set up power and we can build the oxygen base and just kind of get stuff going so that we can actually have those Atmos suits and do stuff. So I guess over here we're gonna tell them to build our stuff up. Yep. So you can see we're generating heat from these buildings here. We're generating heat from this biome here. So we need to kind of stem some of that flow, as we've discussed a few times. Eventually I will encapsulate my entire base in insulated tile built of igneous rock, just to keep that leaching out, and so that when I'm pumping that cold oxygen in, that cold oxygen will actually, you know, not have to fight off so much. That's really cold. What is that? 9-degree dirt. Strange. Oh, I didn't dig out that spot. How are we doing on igneous rock? Raw mineral. 46 tons. I don't think I've ever had that much igneous rock this early in the game. That's pretty cool. Job has been mastered. Good job, Ruby. Oh, and Harold. We took a new dupe, and apparently I'm terrible at assigning dupes new jobs. So he wants to be a groundskeeper. That'll pump his strength. That's great. He also wants to be a groundskeeper. Sure, why not? Gotta carry that food around. Gotta have the strength to do it. Oh, Dreco got in here. Where did a Dreco come from? We haven't really gone into a caustic biome in any meaningful way. Caustic biome, hot biome. I don't really know what they're called. Just throw out words. Research 1 is complete. We're still needing to do a second one. So, all in all, besides the poor departed duplicant, things are going pretty well. If we could have undone that, if I just loaded and redid that, I would say we're doing great. But I don't want to do that way. So, now we can... Oh, we need to sweep. We need to sweep really, really bad. We have tons of granite. Why not just toss all these out here, right? I don't have anywhere near enough seeds to grow anything, but eventually I want these in all those spots. Let's clean out this bathroom. I want you guys to be happy in this space. And then we're going to clean out your bedrooms. We're all going to be happy. Seems like all these are... Okay. These used to be darker when they weren't assigned, so you could kind of tell how many beds you had left. But now they're all the same color, so it's a little awkward. Oh my gosh. They're not picking up the meal ice. Okay, gotta store stuff at a higher priority. Guess 7, so they actually put it in there. Rotting food. Yet another thing I've never really actually had to deal with. I need to get my stuff together. I'm trying to think about nice things to say, and I'm not focused. Still have a little bit of polluted oxygen. With just a little bit of slime living in it, so can't deconstruct those things quite yet. But we averted a potential catastrophe by cleaning up and storing polluted oxygen generating stuff. Oh, we're still making polluted oxygen. That's probably why. We need to get rid of the polluted water. So, back over here. We're going to destroy that. Dig out all that. We're going to drop a bottle opener over here. So that we have a space to put that water. So that we just don't have to deal with any polluted oxygen anymore. Okay, awesome. Carbon dioxide has settled right here. We do need to get that tile dug out so that we can get a full-fledged lock, so we don't have to deal with any more strange gases getting in our base. If you break bleach stone, it will start creating chlorine in your base. So that's another one to think about. Do I really want to mine this? Just like slime in the early game. Still haven't pushed far enough to really reveal anything new. Well, look at that. We almost have enough mealwood seeds to plant all of our stuff we've constructed. And then we'll build out this, and that much mealwood, I feel like, should be enough to support like 10, 12 dupes. So that's pretty cool. We want this to take polluted water only at a fairly high priority. How much refined metal? We already have over a ton of refined metal, guys. This is exciting. We're going to be able to build everything, and we won't even have to have power. This is super exciting. This is great. Oxygen quality has dipped significantly. They've been breathing this stuff up. Oh, they're still trying to come out here and do stuff. These guys are great. So oxygen-wise, we don't really need to worry too much more about how much space we dig out. We've kind of got things taken care of. Our oxygen is doing great. We're in that nice bright blue. We don't have to worry about those deep blue woes of our oxygen expanding too much. And we have a new blueprint to print. Larva eggs. Oh, that's cool. And free food. Or we have a strong farmer. We're not doing that. I hate negative athletics. They move so slow. And then you put them in an exosuit. Oh my gosh. Not even happening. So, I'd love some free food, but we gotta get these workers going. Get all these blueprints built. Get all this stuff swept up. We need manpower. So let's maximize what we can do here. With one there and one there and the radius, we should have some nice decor with 2 plants. I think these provide decor, but these don't. So we'll put 2 and 1. And then we're just going to have to go around and find pretty plants to dig out, like right there. Those are pretty plants. So we could dig down this way, because we once again have to think about that water flow. I still have water I've told them to dig out. So we'll dig those out, and then we'll have access to harvesting those reed fibers. You know what? They probably can't store reed fibers. Nope, industrial ingredients. I don't want liquefiables. I don't want ice melting all over my base. I don't want to store refined metal right now. It'll just bring super hot gold that will scald them when they pick it up back into the base. And I guess we could store clothing. That's fine. So we'll copy those settings. Remember, that's just for seeds, so we can quickly and easily identify what we've got. So I've got some briar seeds, so we've got some stuff to plant. Buddy bud. I've been told that in Canada, if you want to smoke weed, you just walk up to a fella and say, "Hey buddy, got any bud?" Something like that. So this is, I think, Canadian developed game. So this is their marijuana plant. It's coyly named Buddy Bud. So we'll put some Buddy Bud by our fallen friend. Now, if you read up on these, in Quality Mark 1, I think is when a lot of these new decor plants showed up. They say that they have positive effects on morale, of course. They have decor, but they don't really specify if they do anything in addition to that. And all the different decor plants have 26. And some say, well, like wow, those guys are going well. The critters like this one better, and these, but it doesn't like show that the critters like them better by, you know, any data that I've seen. And I don't watch a ton of things like Brothgar and stuff to really know if... Shoot, all this polluted water here. I don't watch enough Brothgar stuff to see if they've, like, done the analytics on that. So I didn't get this all taken care of well enough to... So it's probably falling out and then draining back. Because it shouldn't have come from anywhere else. So yeah, this is warming up a little bit. We may have to go back with a second layer to really protect this biome. But really, what's gonna be the do or die moment is when it starts draining. So our immune systems, despite them breathing all this polluted oxygen, like all this polluted oxygen in this area is not really staying long enough to pick up all that much slime lung. So their immune systems are doing fine. All the slime lung is up here where this polluted oxygen is constantly in contact. And oh my gosh. Oh, that's that's the rock has 1 million. You know, 6,000 is not that much. Like 10, 20,000 is problematic for them to breathe. And then they just mopped this. What's going on? 10, 20,000 is kind of problematic for them to breathe. If you get like 100,000 plus into your colony, then you've got a real problem. Or just anywhere. 100,000 plus outside your colony, if they're breathing it, is going to be a huge issue. So we do have polluted oxygen right here, but the slime lung is minimal because there's no slime actually creating new slime lung germs. It's propagating, but it's going to move up here, get cleaned, and then we'll be fine. So we're doing okay. Oh, we need to assign more research. Okay, so at this point, I've got a plan. I'm going to make oxygen. I'm going to make exosuits, and I've got the technology to do that. So I don't really care what I research next. So I guess I'll just either go from the top down or the bottom up or whatever. So a lot of this technology, like, I'm not going to use until cycle 100 plus. So I'll start with animal control because I do want to be able to feed those shine bugs and keep them alive. I do have a new way to create new shine bugs, which we never had before, but I certainly don't want them to die when I could just feed them and make them happy so they reproduce. Okay, we do have our CO2 lock intact now, so that's great. Now we have access to this biome in a safe and reasonable way. Ugh, slime lung in here. Stupid morbs. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't really want them to disinfect it, though. Can I do that? Disable disinfect. Disinfect is just another chore that takes up a lot of duplicate time. And that slime lung germ isn't going anywhere. It's surface germ inside the bin. It's not going to affect that water supply at all. So there's no point in reducing the germs there at all. So let's check out our decor now. Still pretty sassy. You get a lot of negative 54 from the 3 outhouses compared to the 1 bluff briar. So we're still negative 33. When they plant that buddy bud, it'll go up to like negative 10. So we're probably gonna need some crown molding and stuff in here. But before I get going crazy on making great decor, I want to minimize the poor decor. So next is going to be sweeping this layer of bedroom. Okay, we're no longer making enough oxygen for our dupes. That's mainly a factor of how much oxygen is already in the base, that these things are turning off from pressure. So I don't think that's really going to be a problem that I need to worry about. Long commutes. I could put a door and lock them out of this area if I wanted to. They're not... I don't know where they're really going out here. Food-wise, though, that's a problem. We need to definitely kick up the gears on building this food. So next time, we might just not take a dupe, especially if they're offering us food, just to keep us going for another day. It's going to take a few minutes to grow that, but we do have like 7, 8 plants, 9 plants that are about to pop, so I think we'll get through today. We'll just have to make sure we get these planted and growing lickety-split. We do have enough seeds for all of them, so that's positive. Oh, just that one we have enough seeds for. Might be to the point where we just dig out all of this biome now, just looking for mealwood seeds to make sure we can continue to feed our people. So the bathroom's kind of shabby, but over here we're looking nice. We've got more positives than negatives, so they don't mind being in here. At overall net, they might get like +1 morale for working in this area. So that's awesome. I'm gonna get priority on that one so we can minimize the negative decor there. Okay, we're gonna copy. Ooh, no, let's copy the settings of. I don't want them all to be 7, so. Got some jobs mastered. That's awesome. And we're going to call it here, let's say at the end of cycle 28. Just so this video doesn't go too long. Okay, got that all dug out so that it should drain properly, not backflow, causing us to walk through it all the time. 3 jobs mastered, how exciting. And, of course, we hired a dupe and forgot to give them a job. All these groundskeepers, so much crap on the floors. What is going on, guys? So, -1. That's not possible. So, they must have been the dupe that got scalded, or maybe got hypothermia or something. Make them a gopher. May wants to be promoted, but can't handle it. Let's make you a gopher. Okay. We could go for a second miner, I suppose. And our first architect. Technically. Not technically. How's the decor on his grave? Not great. -12, and then the +26. When we get that second one, that'll be a nice, bright, shiny spot. Kind of like over here, like we said, the wash basins have positive decor, and then that plant kind of just made this area where you're not getting the negative buffs from the toilets much nicer. Yep, food shortages. I know, guys. The next cycle we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for sure 6 more pop, and they're each worth about 1,000, maybe 800 kilocalories. So we'll get through the next cycle too. Oh, well, they're eating. Maybe we won't. We'll see. They don't die instantly. They have a nice system here where, like, they burn 1,000 calories a day and they generally eat 1,000 calories a day, but they also have like a store of about 1,000 calories. So you get 1 day of not feeding them before they die in general. So we do see that some stuff's melting here now. So, yep, some of that heat's escaping. Not a lot. You know, this ladder's at 12 degrees. Carbon dioxide's at like 12 degrees Celsius instead of -29. So we'll just be creating more water for ourselves for later. So that's fine. As long as the whole biome doesn't become super spicy. What? Where did this... Oh, morbs. I must have dug a crack and ended up with a morb. Unless morbs spawn out of toilets? I think I heard that once. I don't really know how that works. But... yeah, nope. I do not want the slime lung. So, pass. Kill this morb, people. Okay, he did not live long enough to just create crazy slime lung problems. So that's good. In fact, no, we still have little bits of polluted oxygen. Okay, this level of bedroom is cleaned out, so we'll move up a level. Everything looks good. Everything I want stored is being stored. Things I don't want are not. enough positive decor to overcome. We're down to -2 though, so if we finish this one and plant, we should have at least a light green so that they don't mind hanging out in the bathroom instead of hating it. Harvesting food, that's great. And a bunch more food is going to be ready for harvest soon. Things are coming along, folks. They're coming along. I don't know why these say that they have seeds. I'm sure they don't. Alright. And of course, when I said we'll probably take food, they offer no food. But whatever. Germ resistant can be nice. But really I'm looking at... ooh, flatulent. Hate flatulent. There's just so much gas in your base that you have to manage. And it's... depending on how much oxygen pressure you have, it's really hard to figure out where that gas is going to be to build the pumps. I avoid flatulent dupes. Noodle arms, -3 strength. Huh. Won't build things. And another rancher. We have tons of ranchers. So I guess this is the best dupe, question mark? We're just going to have to train her up with strength jobs to fix her strength, so... go be my groundskeeper. Help me clean this place up. Oh, over here. Just in general, we could go with another plant right there to just make that pleasant. Things are looking up. This area is mildly pleasant. Just, I guess tiles in general are nice looking. That's cool. I didn't realize that. Ooh, they got that last plant in, so yes, there we go. Generally okay bathrooms. Not great, but they won't revolt on us. Oh, that's just food right there. Could have dug that out a while ago. There's another one. Just leaving low-hanging fruit buried in the ground. We're about to the end of cycle 28, guys. So, we had one minor tragedy. We got one amazing bonus out of that minor tragedy. We still have this secret volcano that I'm really hoping is for water. Slush, whatever it would be called. Still need to drain a bunch of water out. Jeez, yeah, there's no way they'd be able to walk that far. That fella's stuck. So, all in all, things are okay. Ooh, lockers. Do need a better miner to get into them, though. So I guess we have explored enough to see a little bit more. But no new volcanoes or geysers or anything. So, alright, it is cycle 29. I said that's where we're going to stop. So thanks for joining me, guys. It's been a great time. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll look forward to seeing you again next time.